Hi, and thank you for watching TargetedWest.com. This is DJ Chris, your moderator, and this is show number, believe it or not, 189. Tonight is open mic. 6:45 p.m. is the TI Book Club. That'll be 3 or 45 minutes into the recording. If you're on your favorite platform, please like, subscribe, and make a comment. I read all the comments and answer back. We're a peaceful work group, and the opinions of our guests and people that drop by are their own opinion, not that of Targeted West or DJ Chris. And like I said, we're a peaceful work group. I'm a retired Silicon Valley tech worker and a weekend DJ who is retired now and lives in his RV mostly and travels about, although I'm staying in one place right now. And that's about it. It's open mic tonight, so if people want to speak, right now is the time to do it, because that's what this is all about, is you getting to be a part of our show. Well, the book club has, my RC Cola, sponsored by RC Cola, yeah, just kidding. Our book club has 219 members now. If you want to join the book club, stay on the recording and listen through till 6:45, and I'll play the recording on how to get there. The book that is in the book club is very interesting, and it'll scare you to find out that big corporations that have data centers where people work in together, call centers mostly, and work groups and companies, they are using a technology called SilentTalk, where they can read your subvocalization. So if you're pissed off at your boss and you're mumbling under your breath, they can actually read that. And they're doing that now to see loyalty, and it's being used in the military to check for loyalty. So that's what the book of the week is about. So stay tuned for that. And my name is DJ Chris, and I have a DJ website if you want to check that out. It's mixtrax.com. That's mixtrax.com. And then you can listen to my V2K reducing mixes that help keep your mind busy and disturbs the V2K handlers, and you get a break. It lasts for a little while, and then you get tired of the mix and move on to another one. There's like 395 mixes on that site, so check it out. Anyway, I hope you had a good Thanksgiving holiday. I know I did. It was real simple, the same thing we do every year. We go to Granny's, she cooks the side dishes, and then we bring the beef, which we made a tender roast, and put it in a broth, cooked it on the slow cooker, and that was that. It is 45 degrees right now here in California in Lodi, and I'm burning the heater in the background, so if you're wondering what that noise is, it's keeping us warm. Anyway, tonight's open mic. Is anybody want to talk? Come on in. It's open mic. Hello, TI gentlemen.
Hey, Chris. How are you doing?
Doing pretty good, actually. Thank you for asking. How are you?
They have been pretty rough on me since I came out with that field idea. I don't know. I haven't been able to work at all, and it's just been trouble surviving. It got to the point where I didn't know what to do, so I started live streaming my life. Basically, I'm going to go ahead and put today's live stream in the thing. It's just on Rumble.
You're on Rumble? Is that where you're at on Rumble?
Yeah, and you can see that.
What's your name on Rumble? If someone wanted to look it up right now, because our audience on our platforms that listen to the recording don't have chat access. So what's your ID on Rumble?
The targeted individual discussion.
Targeted individual discussion?
Yes.
Okay, that'll work. People look that up and check out your videos. So put the new one. Yeah, put that one in the. That's great. Did you do one today, of course?
Today's, let me check how long it's been going. Yesterday I did about 17 and a half hours. Let me see how long today's been going. I did the first 8 hours on Facebook and then moved it over to Rumble. I couldn't get the Rumble one to work initially. Today it worked. It started right up. So we are 7 hours and 24 minutes into today. But
I don't know if you subscribe or follow me on X, but I put a warning out to people and I sent it on my Substack about the fact that people are buying shoes and purses and TVs and junk on the internet. So you're not going to have the super duper connectivity as you usually do throughout the year. And a lot of tech companies aren't buying new hardware, and most of the energy is going towards data centers. So it will be slow, and sometimes websites will perform differently during this event.
Right. Yeah, that's okay. It's but they'll get to see when they're watching that that I am stuck in bed. I'm bedridden. Whenever I want to get up and move, it's a very painful proposition. It takes a long time to get going. I have to position myself to even get up, and it takes a long time. It's a very painful process, but I have to get up and go to the bathroom, and I even ate today. I haven't been feeling good enough since I came out with that thing. So, I can feel good enough to sit up at points, but then they hit me real hard and gotta lay back down again. I can't even get to the point where I certainly can't fix anything. That's way too much. So if I don't have the money to have something delivered, then I'm just out of luck, and that's been the way the situation has been lately. So it's been rough, man. I know that I present in a very in a specific way, but I really wanted people to understand, because I try to tell them that I'm disabled. Here, let me go ahead and do this. Now I'll have video on in both places. Wait a minute, how come it did that? Oh, I think it's because my video is being used elsewhere. It won't allow it here. I'm just going to turn it on. Anyways, it's over there. So they can see, because I do mention that I'm bedridden, and the things, but those are just words. To be able to see what it means is something else. What I mean?
Were you disabled before you got targeted, T.I. gentlemen?
I'm sorry. Hello, by the way. And then can you repeat the question one more time? I heard most of it, but...
Were you disabled before you were targeted?
Very good question. Now, they started on me when I was 2 years old. They pulled me out of a household. It's something that the Masonics do. To try to create things, experiments to make people into things. So basically, I've been targeted since I was 2 years old. I'm 55 now. So no, I was targeted first. But it's rough, man. I'm telling you, it is what it is, and I'm trying to be cool about it all. And what I do is like, well, this too shall pass. And they tried to make me doubt myself and my work, but the evidence is in on that. And so I just wait and for better days to examine things with a more reasonable mind,
Well, thank you, TI gentlemen. It's open mic. If you'd like to talk, come on in. The weather is warm. It's a holiday edition of TI events, Targeted West. Although TI events is in the house. And by the way, if you're listening to this recording, go to tievents.org to find other shows like this one.
Hi, it's Cece in Sacramento. Hi, everybody. Hi, Chris.
Cece in Sacramento. Is it cold where you're at, too?
Freezing. Freezing. Yeah.
Yeah, my space heater goes on 24/7 for the last 5 days.
I'm telling you, brother, I got it near the window, right? And then I have the house heater on. There's just no getting away from it. Or you gotta make sure you got, blankets and stuff like that. But it's very humid. So you have to watch out because you'll end up sweating. There's a lot of moisture in the air, right? But I thought I would ask for prayer because I've got new neighbors upstairs and they've been terrifying. If I get ready to go out the door, they're walking by already. If I look out the peephole, if I go to my car, they're right on my tail, And I'm 60 years old now, so this is, it's a little much. And I haven't even been able to take out my trash because I'm human. I'm scared, It's like big guys. They're healthy males, and they're jumping in a big truck, and it's not cool. This is just disgusting. I did get something positive done today, Chris. They had replaced the windows in the apartment, and I wasn't able to. They left a mess outside. I was able to sweep some of it today and spray the patio with some natural, bug spray. So, which I'll probably spray in the house too. And but I don't know. I don't feel very good. Be careful, everybody, because there's some kind of, illness going around, and I might have caught a little, so I don't know. But I did get some cleaning done today, so that's a positive. Chris, they took my in-home care away. They actually lied on me, the county, and then they so I haven't had it since 2007. And they refused to give it to me. I've applied several times. They wouldn't give me paratransit. They broke a lot of federal laws with me, and I'm permanently disabled. So I'm just surviving, just surviving. Bless you guys, everybody. The banging, slamming, stomping. It's going on, but it's not as bad as the last time, but it's going on.
I'll tell you, Cece, I had some neighbors from hell for 4 months. I couldn't even talk in my own RV. They were on me so hard, and they ruined the lawn with their dogs. They never cleaned up or anything. It was a gigantic family. At one time, there was 5, 6 adults, 8 dogs, and 5 kids, and they're all in this camper with no roof hardly on it. And they were noisy and screaming, yelling, getting drunk, getting high, tweaking out, every single thing, smoking weed, all this stuff, all constantly. And they had an infant in that house. And so they all got in a big fight and broke up, and then they moved out in the middle of the night owing rent.
I feel for you. Thank you for sharing.
I know, but you want to know what ticks me off is this is a very expensive resort for RVs. They should screen better than what they did by letting them in. Don't you agree, Cece?
Yes, I live in the suburbs, and my parents worked very hard. We're not wealthy, and they worked very hard in their lives to, give us a little bit, And they know I'm disabled, so, they moved places where they thought it would be okay, right? And this doesn't look like Oakland and the Dubs, This is like the suburbs. It's kind of country, and I'm in an affordable unit property, half old, half new. And my mother always says, it's better than some places in, the countryside, like you said, where they have all the trailers with no roof, right? It's better than the deepest part of the ghettos. It's better than the deepest part of the trailer parks, and they're letting this program just run amok, right? Wherever, in the ghetto, in the suburbs, in the city. It's disgusting. And I'm just thankful to have a roof. I'm thankful to God. I'm thankful to, people that pay taxes to help me, and my family works hard, I have one cousin that only has one kidney, and he works graveyard. He's not on disability. So it is what it is, right, Chris? It's just nasty what these people are doing.
It's open mic. If you'd like to talk, come on in. How you doing, JWO? You getting ready for work? You working tonight?
No, I'm off tonight. I'm off tonight.
Yay!
Yay! I already got a good buzz, so.
Good for you. You deserve it. You work very hard. Working full time and being targeted as you do.
You all remember that song by Cheap Trick, Dream Police?
I do remember that song. Tell us more about it.
I was just thinking about it because I'm looking in the chat at Jane's post, The Thought Police, and I know not everyone can see the chat, but the Dream Police is a little bit like what some of us go through, right? They live inside.
Yes, because I have manipulated dreams, synthetic dreams. I wrote a book about it, which is on Amazon. And I wrote a book about synthetic dreams and synthetic telepathy and the neighbor next door. And part of that book talks about how they use advanced technology to create these fake dreams in your head. And they broadcast them to us using our brain resonance.
What year did you publish that book?
2023.
Oh, okay. Are you self-published?
I am. Yes, I have my own publishing company.
Is that easy to do?
Yeah, I can teach you how to do that if you want to write a book.
Okay. I might take
Write about your Silicon Valley experience. That would be definitely that. People will buy that. There's a whole category of Silicon Valley. Matter of fact, I'm writing a fictional book about Silicon Valley in the 70s.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. Well, I'm looking for tips tonight on topical detox on the skin. When nano lands on places that are exposed to elements like hands and feet and face. If anybody has any tips on, I see in the chat board.
I use frankincense for to clean my skin and to scent, myself so I can de-stress.
Yeah, I've heard
It's known for a lot of healing properties, but there's all sorts of ways you could do that, of course.
I saw in a Instagram, I think it was not in a TI channel, health channel. I think it was Cultivate Elevate. Someone was saying that they use essential oil frankincense, and people are using that to get rid of like a mole or something like that. But I have some nano or something on my forehead. I feel like I need to make a paste. Like if I were to use borax, like what would I mix it with to make a paste with something else and just slap it on?
Water. Mix it with water. Put it on there. Don't get it in your eyes, whatever you do.
Already said not interested.
What's that?
Oh, I'm sorry. They keep showing this nasty stuff. Sorry.
Oh, I thought you had. Okay.
No worries.
Bentonite clay, can you hear me? Bentonite clay works really good.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I have some of that miracle detox clay or whatever it is.
Yeah, and use distilled water. If you're going to use anything on your face or use distilled water. It works so much better.
What if I mixed it with apple cider vinegar?
So I had a bad reaction to that, but most people have a really good reaction to it. It depends. Be careful if you're if you have hormones, you take hormones, or but I'm not a doctor. But yeah,
Okay.
be careful with apple cider vinegar, but I heard that works wonders too.
Okay. The borax that I have is like not the mule kind. It's kind of like a thicker consistency, so I need to break it down. It's like a dense, it's not a fine powder. So
yeah, baking soda, you could mix it in with baking soda.
Oh yeah.
It works really good.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, guys. Appreciate your Rex.
No problem. Plus, it's cool and chill Thanksgiving weekend at TargetedWest, so.
Happy Thanksgiving to all you Americans. Chris, I sent you something earlier about dreams. I posted it in the chat, and it's about a company called Coors that makes beers. And now they're actually coming into your dreams with their adverts. I'll email you the link.
Yes, do that, please. Yes.
But it's in the chat for anybody that wants to see it. And I've also got some, I don't know if you've got my information on your follow-up from last week. Somebody was talking about things in their hair. I also emailed you something. I'll post it in the chat again about a very small device that can be buried into basically the root of the hair. I can see Michael's on the call as well. He might be interested in it. So I'll post that link in the chat.
Well, thank you for that.
I know I was thinking about something and it showed that. And I do get forced dreams. And I do believe that what the sister said from the UK or wherever she's at. Yeah. It was just really, really weird.
Yeah, my V2K is calling me names right now, so keep talking if you guys want. That would be nice. It would help me.
I think of what to say, but other than
No, anything would be fine, please. I'm begging you.
I'll come with something.
Did you have turkey, Chris? Did you have turkey?
I had a tender roast beef roast.
And did you do anything special? Did you have your family round?
I did. I went to Granny's house and we made food there and put it all together and ate at the house. I live in my caravan, my RV, so I'm a few exits down the freeway.
So then how long does this celebration last? Because this is new to us over here. Is it a day or is it 2, 3 days, a week?
Well, traditionally, after Thanksgiving, the whole holiday weekend's a holiday basically for most people who work.
Okay. And so now you're preparing for Christmas, right?
That's right. And everybody starts buying stuff for Christmas that they don't need. Right?
Yes,
So did you get
sir.
anything in sales? Did you pick up anything cheap in the sales? The Black Friday?
No, I don't believe in that because I buy stuff all year, so I don't do Christmas. I am going to get a new battery for my RV for Christmas, for my birthday. That's going to be my treat.
Okay, well, I'm going to be emailing you my list. Okay? Have you heard of Boxing Day? Have you heard of Boxing Day?
Yeah, that's the day after. It's the day after Christmas over here, 26th of December over where you're at.
Right, that's right. I didn't think you had a Boxing Day, but yeah. And we take on all your traditions. We're now doing prom. We're doing NFL, Super Bowl. We're doing, what else are we doing? We're doing Halloween. We just seem to be taking on all your traditions. It's crazy.
Yeah, welcome to America. Hello. Hi.
Yeah. Yeah. They're doing
Yes, they want you to spend money. Sister, they want you to spend money. That's why they're, putting all those holidays on you guys over there.
Right, absolutely. Absolutely. And you know what, as well, it breaks up the culture because this is so crazy to us to be watching American football. I mean, what is that all about, staying up till 2 and 3 in the morning watching American football? It's just another, like you say, it's another revenue stream, isn't it?
They're taking our games over there too. I heard that they had put one of the Eastern teams. They flew them over to do a game in Britain. Yeah.
And I think there's a satanic element behind it as well, because they're all fixed, right? You're told NFL it's for entertainment purposes only. There isn't any sport in it, but there is a sort of satanic. I watch a few sites that that decode it and can predict the outcome and all of the stars. So, for example, they say things like Michael Jordan isn't the best basketball player. There are people way better than him. But they're planted into the system for their whatever satanic rituals they do. So I don't bother with it at all. It's all a money making scheme. And then if you look at the stadia as well, they're all shaped like they're crazy shapes, and I believe a lot of mind control goes on there as well.
Washington, D.C. is designed by the Masons.
Right, well, they build these places, right? And then there's the big one in Qatar that's actually shaped like genitalia, female genitalia, and...
Well, the obelisk or whatever that long thing is in Washington, D.C. is actually a penis, yes.
That's right. That's right. Same as the one in, is it St. Mark's Square?
Probably.
You find one of those, you have to find a sort of womb around it, a shape that's shaped like a female genitalia, and you'll always find water, a sort of water feature around it as well. So this is all symbolic to them, and they're placed all over the world. It's very interesting. So who believes in aliens? Who believes that the aliens are on their way?
I don't believe the aliens are on their way, but I believe there's other entities in this galaxy.
And are they friendly, hostile?
Probably both.
Do you believe Trump is talking to them, that they're in the Oval Office?
No, I don't think so.
Are you feeling better, Chris?
Yeah, I had heavy-duty surgery and was in ICU for a couple of days. So, yeah, I'm surprised I bounced back as quick as I did. I'm 65 years old coming up.
So you're the class of 61?
I was born in 60, yeah.
60, okay. Cool, so that was a brilliant year. I'm right behind you.
The cars look good. They didn't have big fins. The fins got smaller. They got stylish. It was called the rocket space era. All of, like, the cars and houses and everything looked like space rockets.
Okay, that's probably because of the fake moon landing.
That's what my friend said, WSG. I don't know if he's listening. He will be on the recording. Yeah, that's what he said, too.
I was just talking to my dad about a car he had, and he had the Mustang Fastback with the things in the window in the back. Very stylish car. And then my mother made him get rid of it because it was just too fast, right? And then what do? They go and get a Chevy. They get the Charger. I'm just like, what's the difference? Bigger engine goes fast too, right? It had a black top and black interior, red body, beautiful, like big, huge mag wheels. Beautiful car, just stunning. The cars are wonderful. My friend had a yellow, canary yellow Mustang, and it had to be like between 64 and 68. Does that sound right? Yeah.
Yep, with like a rag top. You're talking?
No rag top. Well, it did. It had the black top, yellow body.
That's my favorite year Mustang. Those were tough cars.
God.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Laura, we used to. Oh, it makes me have chills because she's such a wonderful lady, right? We used to cruise that car. She'd come pick everybody up, and all us girls would go down and cruise her car, and it had the big wheels and mags and jet black interior. Oh my God, those cars were so sweet.
So you'd like cruise Maine?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an experience. If you haven't done it, yeah, that's definitely.
All colors were out there, Laura. Black, white, Mexican. Beautiful cars, because we have a lot of Mexicans in my hometown, and oh my, those brothers and sisters could sweeten a car up like nobody's business. Home paint jobs, just the, what do you call it? Candy apple colors. If you know what I mean, there's like a sheen, that purple, all colors, green, brown, you know.
I get as excited about cars as I do about shoes, but I know guys get off You know what I mean? So I have always kept up, but the Mustang is something I would love
Don't
to.
even talk about shoes,
Well,
sister.
yeah, that's for girls. I don't know. I mean, a car is just to get me from point A to point B, but I know a lot of guys that restore old cars, and it's a big deal, and it's a beautiful thing. And the old cars are tough. They're like strong, right?
Yeah.
Nowadays, your bumper has like styrofoam in it. Literally.
You got styrofoam.
I'm serious. Like a Hyundai or a Honda or something, they have styrofoam in their bumpers.
Plastic. My cousin is a mechanic, and he was talking about my dad's car, the fastback, right? And he's like, just the frame with nothing in it is $12,000. No wheels, no seats, no nothing. Just the frame in the car.
Well, we have a special treat from our friends in the chat room. Our friend caller 00 is going to play a song he made with AI. Are you interested in checking this out?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead, caller 00.
I have to queue up the mic just a second. Do you hear it? Do you hear me?
I hear you.
Mr. Corky wore a smile white as the moon. He whispered secrets in the afternoon. His hands were warm, though the air was cold. Heidi laughed at the tales he told. But the paper said he's long been gone, and they can't keep it over stone. Still he lingers where shadows tread. Mr. Gordy's not just in her head. He danced with the leaves that the wind would bring. He hummed a tune that made her heart sing. Her mother said, it's just pretend, but Heidi swore he's more than a friend. He danced with the leaves that the wind would bring. He hummed a tune that made her heart sing. Her mother said, it's just pretend, but Heidi swore he's more than a friend. In the dark, in the glow, he's a shadow she'll always know. But the paper said he's long been gone, and they can't keep him over stone. Still he lingers where shadows tread. Mr. Gordy's not just in her head. Maybe he's a story the stars let fall. A fleeting dream, or nothing at all. But she sees him clear, feels his hand in the corners where the shadows stand. Maybe he's a story the stars let fall, a fleeting dream, or nothing at all. But she sees him clear, feels his hand in the corners where the shadows stand.
That was great. That was done with AI, by the way. That's very interesting how technology has evolved.
Thank you, Chris.
You're welcome. Thank you, James, for recommending that Very lovely. It's open mic if you'd like to talk. We'll be doing the book club in 5 minutes.
What book are you reading now?
SilentTalk. It's a book about it's SilentTalk. It's about a technology that they're using in corporations like Amazon to read your sub-vocalizations. So if you're pissed off at the boss and you're swearing at him and you got your mouth closed, he can hear it. Swear. It's a DARPA invention called SilentTalk. DARPA invented it originally.
Yeah, I believe.
And now it's being used in corporations and military. They use it to see for loyalty in the military, to see if you don't want to do the command. It's being used everywhere, probably in courts and psychological situations. Whatever you imagine, it can be used for that method. And it reads your sub-vocalization.
Well, isn't that special?
The church lady.
Yeah, so this is going on in corporate America now. We have no privacy of our autonomy, and it shouldn't be hacked by our sub-vocalization. If they want to know about us, they should ask.
There's TIs in South America that are fighting against this, and it's in northeastern South America, like Peru or one of the smaller countries, and then Chile, definitely. They are very activist-oriented, and they're fighting, and there was some calls, TI calls, where they were discussing that, and there's some beautiful TIs in Brazil. And one is a doctor, and she's very well versed in her specialty, but she's very vocal on Facebook. I have to find her again. I have another Facebook where she's my friend. But South America's fighting against that kind of stuff. Chris, and who else? Who brought that up? Was that you, Chris, or was that somebody else? Where they can read your thoughts on the job or whatever.
It's Chris's book club topic.
Yes.
The TI in Peru, he's real gung-ho. He's like, it's about brain violation, mind violations. And our brother who had a call on Friday nights, he was the mind show. Somebody help me out. I forget his first name. But he came up with a lot of information out of South America.
Did you find them on Facebook? How did you come across these people, Cece?
There was a call on Friday nights, and I forget his name. Anybody help me? He had a mind shielding, not mind shielding, but mind rights call. And I hated to see that call go. I did not want to.
Lewis, you're talking about Lewis Rowe, or Lewis? Lewis.
In Arizona, somewhere.
Yeah, Lewis,
I don't want to say
Lewis.
where he is. Yes.
Yeah, that's Lewis.
Anybody heard from Lewis lately at all?
He was on my call a few weeks ago.
Okay. I sure. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Sorry, Cece. He was on Derek's call on. He was on a call like on Thanksgiving. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Derek's call. He was there. Yeah. He's alive and well. He's good. At least I think he is. He's doing a lot, actually. He's actually doing a lot of this nonprofit.
Thank you for letting me know, Krista. Thank you so much, because sometimes people, go off and they're either working for us or working a job or something's happened to them. And, thank you, Anthony, for letting me know, because I care. We need to care about each other,
We do, for sure.
I'd love to hear him, Chris, and John. Does John, do you know Lewis? Oh, I think he's been on his call. He has.
Anyway, it's time for the book club. Let's go ahead and get ready for that. It's 6:45, as promised. And we are here for our abbreviated edition of the book club for the holiday. Here we go.
It's time for the TI Book Club, where every book opens a door to new worlds and shared journeys. Here, we uncover hidden gems, specially selected for TIs, and always within your reach. Be part of a community that reads together, grows together, and sees the world through the same lens. Don't just listen to stories, live them with us. Join now at bookclubs.com/TIBookClub/join, and let's turn the pages of adventure together.
Yes, it's now time for the TI Book Club. It's SilentTalk is the book we're reading right now. It's Mind Reading Technology by Timothy Atlee-Worth, and that's available on Amazon. I bought the Kindle version and read it all the way through the middle so far, and it's quite scary. What they're doing for my listeners on Spotify and on my platforms, they're using your sublocalizations and reading them at work and in military and in situations where there's people around. And they want to check for loyalty and check to see if you're giving away secrets or if you're mad at the boss. And basically it's an invasion of your privacy. It's incredible that this has been allowed to happen. This is of course, a DARPA technology called SilentTalk, and they use software and technology to decode what your vocal cords are doing. But before you speak, your vocal cords vibrate to what you're thinking about. About what you want to say, and they read that. And when you talk to yourself, of course, your vocal cords move. And that's part of targeting also, is that's how they target you in the targeting program. So this is only one level away from reality. And believe me, it's being used at Amazon right now. They're doing it on their employees, looking for someone to lay off. Anyway, that's the abbreviated Thanksgiving version of the TI Book Club. Again, if you want to join the book club, go to bookclubs.com/TIBookClub/join, and you can join for free. And join it. Minnie, I will send you a link for my Spotify. And if you're watching this on your favorite platform, you can check me out on Spotify, and you can also check me out on Substack, since we're in the S's. And Substack, of course, is where my essays and my weekly newsletter comes out, and you get to read about what goes on in my life and what new happenings are going on at TargetedWest. So subscribe to targetedwest.substack.com, and you can read my newsletter. Anyway, it's open mic if you'd like to talk. We're coming up to 8:50 or 6:50 right now, Pacific Standard Time. Temperature right now is 45 degrees. You got the heater going.
Chris, what is your name? What name are you published under? We only have your first name here.
Yeah, it's DJ Chris is what I'm published under Targeted West on Amazon. If you go type in Targeted West on Google, 100 different things will pop up.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, check me out. I'm everywhere, I swear.
Well, I've enjoyed your hard copy books on Lulu myself, Chris, because I like something I can hold. Can't really read on the screen like you do, so I appreciate you doing those hard copies.
Yeah, I need to write a new book. I have to come up with something that makes sense that I could write about that would help people, but I haven't thought of anything off the bat.
I've been working on something for a while too. I don't know. For me, it's not the time to write. I guess it's the time to feel.
Yes, I would like to know why FBI, Homeland Security, etc., didn't stop the terrorist attack on the National Guard over the past week. Why are we spending millions and billions of dollars when they can't even stop one terrorist attack?
Mm-hmm. That's what my question, Charles. That's what my question is too. Why are we being so heavily surveilled when we're law-abiding citizens? And excuse me for saying, but he comes from abroad, and maybe he should be maybe he should have been looked at a little bit closer even while he was here. They're doing that to us. I mean, for goodness
right.
sake.
You do know the shooter was a CIA agent, and by the way, this is political, but we can let it go and talk about it because it's important. You know, he's a CIA agent and was trained in a group, and then he came back to the United States, and both parties under Trump and Biden approved him. So.
Well, he worked for the CIA in Afghanistan, and they said it was
right. And you never stop. You never stop working for the CIA. He's probably brainwashed.
So anyway, I'm waiting for them to start talking about it on the talk shows on the radio, so I could call in. You know, why am I getting? The reason why they didn't stop them because all the assets are around us. Basically, right?
I think the CIA brainwashed him to do it to get the rhetoric up to get more troops to DC.
Like a false flag.
Troops to be
false flag, yeah, engineered to be.
They don't want troops in DC. They want them actually out. You know, a lot of Democrats were blaming Trump for it. Anyway, but still, they should have stopped the attack. So that I'm going to call in on the radio shows if I hear them talking about the subject. They probably cut me off.
Probably.
I just can't bring up the radiation.
Are you getting radiated where you're at? Are you getting radiation-free living right now?
No. The radiation never stops. Never stops. In fact, I got a new radiation detector, and it goes off more often than the old radiation detector. But it doesn't register as high micro SVs as the other one does. So I don't know what to believe. The one goes off, and then the other one goes off. And sometimes all of them go off at the same time. That's when I know if they're really hitting me. So, anyway. What?
Open mic if you want to talk.
He drove all the way from Washington State, and you tell me they weren't tracking him or didn't know what he was doing. Yeah, he was CIA. He was part of a death squad, they said, in Afghanistan. And they said he had a childhood. They interviewed some friend of his in Afghanistan, and he said that he was mentally ill. I guess you got to be mentally ill to join this death squad, right?
They look for.
Yeah. I mean,
you'll kill anybody. I mean, they'll kill babies. If you'll kill a baby, they'll kill anything. Anybody or.
Well, that's why they look for them, right? Normal.
Right.
Normal people wouldn't even wouldn't do that.
Right.
So they look for these people, and they use them as pawns. So
that's kind of like my theory on kind of what's going on with us. Now, all of us are good people. We all have good hearts, and we're good people, and we're good citizens and everything. And we do our civic duty. Now, they have these monsters that are doing this to us. And if they could do it to somebody that mostly obeys most of the laws, I'm sure some of us slip here and there, but for the most part, we're good, decent citizens. If they can do it to somebody like us or an old person that's going through cancer, or an elderly person that's just infirm in his 60s, 70s, and 80s, or somebody that's going through and children, they'll do it once they're given the order. They'll do it to anybody, whether they're good people or bad people. See, I think they're losing their humanity with us. And then when they get unleashed to the public, they'll feel free to do anything to anybody or anything. Your dog, your babies, your kids, your wife, your parents, your grandparents, anybody that's old that can't defend themselves, they're going to be used to it by then.
Well, the gangbangers, right, in Chicago, where they do drive-by shootings and they want to kill one subject and they take out, half the block. They don't care who they hit. They just spray the block. And it's the same type of people, right? But they're not in the game.
Right, exactly. It's the same mentality.
Yeah.
You guys, I would think that it's easy to harm people. You know what I mean? There's, like you're talking about. I completely agree with what you're saying. It's a slippery slope. It's a snowball effect. It becomes easier, and the jobs become worse. But to do something like killing babies or something, I would expect you would need something on the level of an ideology. Be a true believer of something to be able to pull something that horrible off. What do you think about that?
Yeah.
Armando, yeah, I agree. We see it happening in the community. One of our community members, Armando, he has a call. They're targeting 2 of his children. So they're that evil to be capable of hurting a child. When they give the order to go all out, they're not going to hesitate.
Well, it's easier to do it if it's touchless, right? If you don't actually, point a gun and pull the trigger, right? All you're doing is, some kind of microwave weapon. You don't really see it. They
do if you're hooked up. If you're hooked up to the the neural remote monitoring, your handler they could push a button and zap you, and they could see in real time your response. So I don't know. I'll kind of have to disagree with that part.
I'm just talking about the gang stalkers, those people, and they have.
Yeah. Well, thank you guys for that. Let me turn the recording off. I thank you for watching and listening to this on your platform.